So there's this infamous bao bun shop in Guangshan, and I've been trying to find it, and I found it. Just here in front of this store, and each bao is like 20 NTD, which is less than $1, and man, they're really good. This is at a restaurant in Chishang. It's a famous restaurant. And in the soup in the top left over here, it's these daylilies. And those are really good. In the soup, they're crunchy, which I didn't expect. There's some fruit, chop suey pork, and some good rice. I don't know, felt like taking a picture. There it is. Doritos, coriander flavor, otherwise known as cilantro, and I like this. It's good. I can see that probably a lot of people wouldn't like it because coriander or cilantro is a polarizing taste. Here's the Lay's flavor, also very good. I think the Doritos were better, maybe because Doritos have their like flavor powder down. But anyways, here is a gigantic snail. We see these all the time. Sometimes accidentally walk on them, and it's really loud and disturbing. Reminds me of Hawaii. We also have those there. I think they're called like African snails or something. Oh, there's my Gaiwan over there in the side. And this is the thermos pitcher that I got. Really like it. I can take the hot water outside somewhere and I don't have to rebrew the kettle because it keeps it hot. I can do tea ceremony outside. This is the Zen temple in Chishang. I met the minister while I was there. And there's the hall. It's way different. It's some different kind of Zen. And they do this like service where they do the chanting, and it's like the Diamond Sutra. And they bow like 100 times. And I don't know if I like that, but it was good. Felt good to meet everybody. Yeah. This picture didn't come out well, but there's a cool little statue in this room. You can see it from the outside of the building. This was when I went to the prehistory museum. They have these like Taiwan glass bead uh, like meaning chart. They make these glass beads for bracelets. I don't know if I have a picture of that, but here's the chart that shows what all the art is supposed to mean. And I thought that was cool. It's like a story for each of the designs. Some yarn art in the museum. There's a shoe knitted into it. It's like a portal. It looks cool. This is some sculpture. It's like I don't know. It's like spiritual and digital combined or something. Like the spirit of the wind or the ancestors or both combined is like blowing this sailboat out, which is like a outrigger canoe, I think, with a sailing canoe. And then there's these like cubes coming off of the back. So cool. I like it. Also in the museum, the rest of these slides are mostly museum exhibits. It says corded pottery where they make these designs on the pottery using cords. So it was like a rope they would press into or slide across, or some of them they might have used like a stick to make the design, but all of them had some kind of cord pressing. You can see it there. There was an exhibit where they simulated how they move the statues on Easter Island or Papua New Guinea. It was interesting. It also showed that they had the eyes originally. There was a little exhibit about that. It was a cool, like, animation, shadow puppetry thing, and then there was an actual replica of the statue back there. There was a section about like gender and stuff, like gender roles in prehistory. It was interesting, and I like this um, exhibit about Kuan Yin or Avalokiteshvara. In the past, is more masculine, but since it's supposed to be about compassion, over the years, it became more like the representations became more androgynous, and then now it seems like more feminine. So the idea of like compassion and care is morph the perception into a more feminine form. Interesting stuff. So this is Austronesian migration. This shows how the Austronesian language family. There's there's a theory that shows that the settlers of all the Polynesian islands initially came from Taiwan, and they came up with this theory based on their historical linguistic research. And you can see the common words there if you pause and look at the bottom. This shows like different modern cultures that are. Oh yeah, I said the name of Easter Island. It was Rapa Nui. It wasn't Papua New Guinea. That's a totally different island. Anyways, this shows like some creation myths about from different Austronesian cultures. Um, there was a display of this tiki, which is a replica, a really well done replica, and there's some other Hawaiian regalia things here, which was cool to see. There's also a little mention in an exhibit about the ahupua'a, the method of land division in Hawaii. So this was cool. This was an interesting thing. So this kit is for a beetle nut set. So beetle nut is a nut from a type of palm tree that they chew, but also needs to be like the nut needs to be combined with some other materials like an activator. So I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's maybe some mineral or some ash or something. And now it's just so common. There's like almost just as many betel nut pod sellers as there are restaurants in small towns. It's pretty wild. There's a whole history of it, how it got to that point. But way back, it used to be like a special gift that you would give someone. It was a rarity, and so, because of how rare it was and how special it was, they had these like gold or silver sets with all the different materials that you would need to chew it. And it's like a stimulant. Um, you sort of just chew on it and it makes some red spit. So you spit it out and it's like the liquid, and it's like at the very end when you're done, when it's all spent, it's like very fibrous, and it's like a like coconut, the outside of a coconut. That's what it kind of looks like when they finally spit it out. But yeah, I thought it was cool. Now it's just some kind of everyday working man sort of vice or staple. And but it used to be this special thing, a special gift. Uh, Here's some interesting stuff about the ataya. Um, they would use these poems to tell stories and special stories, and um, yeah, I just thought this stuff was interesting. I can't remember exactly what it all said, but it definitely was cool, worthy of taking a picture. Oh, and here's where there's some other connections to Hawaii. Um, Selling a culture, like commodifying, like a hula dance and stuff. Some talk about that. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. It spreads the culture in a way, but also it like makes it into a show and it shouldn't really be. So it spreads awareness, but it like makes it more in, trivialized in a sense in the public eyes. Some commentary about that. Here's the all the Austronesian people, like basically the Polynesian Islands and the Philippines, New Zealand, and their relationships to their colonizers, which is interesting to look into. Um, yeah. So, oh, there's another thing about Hawaii here. It's cool to see all this Hawaii representation in the museum. Um, this one is about the Hokulea. So they had a little replica. It was small, and it was cool to see. Oh, and this is afterwards when I went to get a pedicure. I also found out the best Vietnamese restaurant in town because the lady was Vietnamese. And I just needed to get this thing off my foot. It's like it was bothering me, like a corn or something. Anyways, on to the next.